Hey everybody, welcome back to Maverick How To. In today's video, we're going to be installing the DRT Motorsports billet aluminum high clearance radial rod set and also the radius rod reinforcement plate on this 2025 Polaris RZR XP 1000. Now this also fits the 2024 and 2026 and the 2-seater and the 4-seater. So special thanks to DRT Motorsports for sending this product out for us to do an install video and test it out. So without further ado, let's get started and we'll go through the whole process, start to finish. Okay, step one, we're going to put the vehicle in park. We're going to break the lug nuts loose. That's a 19mm. Step two, you're going to lift up the rear end to get both tires off the ground. You're going to need to remove the jack just because it will be in the way for the work. So what I did is I put some blocking underneath to hold it up. Pull both tires off completely. Now pull the jack away. At this point you're going to pull the upper and lower bolts out. You can do all of them at one time if you want, or you can do half and half. They are 18mm. You will be reusing the bolts that are at the hub. Now the ones that go in at the frame, you will not need them if you're using the radius reinforcement plate. You're going to pull the radius rod off. I found using the breaker bar was a lot easier. You need that extra leverage. And at that point then, you said the drill comes in handy just to speed the process up. It's hard to get the wrench in there, so it just takes a little bit of practice to figure out where the best point is. Then remove that bolt, and like I said, you won't be reusing these unless you're putting the stock system back on at the plate. Now, a breaker bar works really nice for getting these loosened up a little bit. They are very tight from the factory. And these bolts you will save and reuse. Same process for the upper here. Because we have the reinforcement plate, we will not need this piece, so you can discard it. Step 9. Now, it's very important for you to take the new radius rod and line it up with the old radius rod. You need to make sure that the holes line up perfect. Now, they have adjustment on the one end, so that's very important to make sure that you adjust it right and tighten it up. You're going to do that with all 4 of these radius rods. As you can see, the uppers also, they don't line up, so they're going to require a little bit of adjustment as well. Another trick, you can put a bolt up through to line them up to make sure you get it perfect. That helps to hold it in place if you're doing it by yourself. Step 10, you're going to snap the rod and spacers in place. Now they seem a little bit tight at first getting them in there, but they can fall out, so just be careful with them. Once they are in, you're going to line them up here and you're going to reinstall like the same exact process that you took them out. You're going to Stick the bolt in place there. And you will need some blue thread locker to put on each one. Then you can put the nut back on and tighten everything up. And once you get it so tight there, you're going to want to get the torque bar out here and put it at 52 foot-pounds. Very important to do it that way. And like I said before, you're going to want to do the same exact process as you did before with each bar. Once they're tightened up, get the torque wrench out. 52 foot-pounds. Here is a tip for anybody. These spacers here, the ball joints, they can get kind of turned a little bit. In order to get them lined up, I took a screwdriver and was able to straighten them out a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier to get in if they're twisted. Just something to keep in mind. Step 14, going to install the radius rod and reinforcement plate. The first one went in pretty easy, but now you got 3 other ones that you need to line up perfectly to get them in. I started with the bottom first, and I don't think it really matters which way you decide to go with it. But one of the things to keep in mind when you're doing this is you're going to have to adjust it, and lifting up on the back for each side there to get it to where it needs to be, that's normal. And on the other side, what I did, I found it easier just to use the jack just to kind of raise it up a little bit to line it up instead of really pulling up on it hard. Didn't require very much there to get it up, just enough. But said it's a pro tip if you're by yourself working on this. It's a lot easier to do it that way. Okay, once they're all set and ready to go, we can get the nut on the back. Said they're not easy to reach, so try your best and just got to find the right angle. Once you tighten them up, you're going to do 52 foot-pounds. And repeat that for the other 3. Now at this point, we're going to reinstall both tires. Get the lug nuts put on. Tighten them up, and the torque for these lug nuts is 120 foot-pounds. So I got them pretty close there with the breaker bar. So this is the before, and this is the after. So this is what it looks like, folks. It's really nice, and I'm looking forward to getting out on the trails, try it out. That extra clearance really makes a big difference, and I can tell you it looks beautiful. Special thanks to DRT Motorsports for helping us out, sending us this part to install and make a video for you. So this works for all different kinds of applications. They're all pretty much the same. So please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, everyone, and of course we'll see you out on the trail.